It is only 9 a.m. and it's already 94 degrees. The grass is dry and brittle from the absence of rain in the last few days, and when the rain finally does come, it pours so hard that it floods the streets. Living in Florida, the summers are always hot, but each year you notice it gets worse as it starts feeling unbearable. This is a result of global warming. Over time, with the damage to our Earth, there have been shorter cold fronts and longer heat waves. As global warming worsens, there has been extreme effects on the environment, such as increased temperatures, wildfires, and catastrophic storms. First, global warming has resulted in rising numbers in the global temperature. The 2017 U.S. Climate Science Special Report states that global temperature will be at least 5 degrees Fahrenheit warmer than the 1901 to 1960 average, and is possibly as much as 10.2 degrees warmer. Even though it's mostly hot in Florida year-round, cool air in the early morning and late night used to be more frequent. In more recent years, we have experienced intense heat much earlier in the day. With the increased temperatures, we get more heat waves, and heat waves are dangerous as they affect humans, animals, and plants. It can last for days at a time, and the waves cover large areas. According to the World Health Organization, heat waves can burden health and emergency services, increase strain on water, energy, and transportation, resulting in power shortages or even blackouts. Heat waves can also cause dehydration, heat strokes, and even worse, death for people and animals. Second, global warming creates more occurrences of wildfires. With temperatures being higher and there being less rain, there have been more wildfires than usual. The hotter it is and the drier it is, and wildfires thrive in hot, dry climates. A Center for Climate and Energy Solution wrote that wildlife risk depends on factors such as temperature, soil moisture, and the presence of trees, shrubs, and other potential fuel. I've also read that when the weather is hotter, it produces a spread of mountain pine beetles that kill trees and develop fuels in the forest. The process of wildfires acts in a cycle of contributing to global warming. Even though it is a product of increased temperatures, once it develops, it goes back to the atmosphere, further damaging the ozone layer. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency states that when they burn, they release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere and in turn contributes to climate change. Fires also have bad alterations on the air quality, making it harder to live, especially for people with breathing difficulties. Last, the drastic change in the climate has created constant deadly storms. As for winds, we have been experiencing repetitive storms that have been destroying homes, developing flash floods, and causing fatalities. Hot weather strengthens a hurricane, and with the climate at the hottest it has been, it has created a path where some of the strongest storms that have recently been recorded are making landfall back-to-back. Hurricane Milton is an example of a recent storm that developed strength in such little time as a result of the very hot temperatures. TBS News stated that Milton is the quickest storm on record to rapidly intensify into a Category 5 in the Gulf of Mexico. In just a day, the hurricane went from winds of 60 to 175 miles per hour. The catastrophic storms have fled people from their homes, have increased the chances of storm surges, and there have even been multiple strong tornadoes that hit Florida in many areas. Besides hurricanes and tornadoes, there have been signs of weather changes in other places that show the seriousness of global warming. The Sahara Desert has flooded for the first time, and ice has melted in Antarctica that has been turning green at a fast rate. We as people must take our environment and the planet that we live on more seriously before it is too late. The signs of change to our climate are right before us, and if there are no alterations, then the hot weather, wildfires, and deadly storms will continue or worsen. If the 94-degree weather first thing in the morning feels insufferable now, then imagine it as 105 or 110 in a few years.